we're the Movie Buster.
And today,
it took a really long time since we made a video.
yeah,
But it's a special video for you.
very special.
It is a different video than usual. As
Yeah.
you can see, we have both movies, and by the title, you probably guessed the point of this video.
Yeah, the reason that we jump into this movie, it's, I believe, when we trip to London and we
We actually bought it in a
we bought it
physical
in a
store.
Yeah, a physical store is something that's
I
already.
haven't been in a physical store of videos and
For me, it's obvious to get inside the physical store, but now it's kind of extended.
yeah. So the point of this video is we bought Total Recall as my father said
Yeah.
a couple of weeks back.
You didn't saw this movie
No, I haven't seen
anywhere,
it
and I
before.
told you that you must watch it because it's a lot of fun and it's very
And
interesting.
I saw it and I liked it. And before we jump and say what we thought about this film, after we finished watching this film, you said, you know what? Let's do something different. Let's see the remake. Because I was teasing you and I said, you know, the remake is way better. Like the remake is a masterpiece.
And I said,
I mean,
wait a
no, it's
minute,
joke.
let's watch it
You
together.
didn't understand my teasing and my
No,
and,
no.
and my cynic ways of teasing you. But I told you no, the remake is way better. It's a masterpiece of a
Yes.
movie. And then you said, you know what? Let's watch the remake and then we can compare the two of them. So it was a bit fun to watch the remake after I saw the first one. I saw the remake when it came out, but I was like 12, so a really long time
So
since I watched
this
it.
is actually the movie that got out in the 1990s.
By Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, Paul Verhoeven, of course. There's a lot of actors here.
Yeah, it was written by Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett, who wrote Alien, which I love. You didn't know that. You didn't
No.
know about those guys. You know
No.
about Ridley, but
Yeah. So you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. Sharon Stone in his wife, acting as his wife, and of course you have Michael Ironside as the bad agent, also known as
Yes.
Starship Troopers. He plays.
Really?
Yeah, as the captain.
Didn't know that.
He's a cook, the one that is the soldier, the young soldiers over there.
Yeah, that's nice to know.
So, what do we think about it? First, I
Well-
enjoyed it a lot.
First of all, I want to start with the beginning of the film. I think that if you probably see this video and you don't want any spoilers, it's not going to be spoilers right now. But I will just say at the beginning, he dreams. Like the beginnings of this film are quite similar but quite different.
What's important? It's a different stories. There's two version of the same, supposed to be the same story,
It is the same story.
but it's a totally different. The movie are totally. It's like they speak of something else.
Yeah, I think
Here there is an issue.
I think this movie captures your attention
Yeah.
in the first couple of minutes. As I said, the beginning of this film, both of those films, you have a dream sequence.
Yeah.
But the dream sequence in the old one is way better. He dreams about Mars and he meets a mysterious woman.
He's wake up as a simple man, or walk a simple walk.
Yeah, but think
yeah.
about the dream about it.
Yeah.
The dream itself. The dream he walks through Mars and he feels like he knows Mars.
And
It's not
sometimes-
just a
and
dream.
it doesn't have any oxygen, and
He's about to die.
It's a kind of a
and
nightmare.
he feels
It's a nightmare.
and he wakes up and he's like, I think I know Mars. I don't know Mars, but I think I know.
This is
I
the
haven't
motive.
been-
This is the motive that written for all over the music.
Yeah,
all over
and the movie
music.
really relies on his dream
Yeah.
about Mars, and it really connects to the story, and they've done it really well. And
Yes.
he doesn't hide anything from Sharon Stone.
No.
Like he tells her, "I see a woman," and she asks him, "Is it the same woman?" "Yes, but I don't know her." And I love it.
He's
and
honest.
it-
He's honest with her because he thought she's
she was his wife.
his wife.
And the as you can see, the remake version. The remake version is the beginning. The dream sequence is a generic good guy good guy, good girl running away from bad cops. You don't know what is going on. You have no idea, and it's his dream. And in the middle of the dream, I'm not joking. While they are shooting at them, they decided to kiss, and the bad guys stopped shooting.
Yeah.
Just for them
Like
to finish
15
it.
seconds.
And when they finished the kiss, they started immediately shooting, and I was like, oh my god, this feels like such. It feels like the bad action movies that we got in the past like 20 years.
Because in this version there is no motive of the Mars ID.
No, there isn't Mars in this movie.
You don't understand what's going on. You don't understand exactly what's the reason of his dreams, what he dreams about. It's not a reliable
And when
thing.
he wakes up, he he doesn't really tell his wife that there's another woman.
Yeah.
It's quite basic, but it gets the same idea, but done way worse.
I think
like the
this
first
version forgot the real story. Forgot they
it
kind
has,
of get
it has
lost.
the same concept.
Yeah.
It has the basic story,
Yeah, basic,
but
but
it forgot. It
the
took
main
all
issue-
of the good things and either butchered them, like made them bad, or just they're not important. Like the whole reason that he wants to go to Total Recall and have to go to Recall and
It's not because his dreams. It's because he wants something else. Of course, something else also. Schwarzenegger also wants something else, but the dreams are tormenting him, and he wants an answer.
He's fascinated by Mars.
Yeah.
He's fascinated by Mars, so he wants to go to Recall to see Mars.
Yeah.
Because he feels like he's been there, but he's never been
He
there.
feels he knows something, but he doesn't know. It's part of the whole plot.
Yes, and when you go the story a bit progresses, and I think visually the new movie, it looks good.
Yeah,
It's a bit dated, but it looks good, and I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit. What I do want to say is the amount of imagination and colors and visuals in the old one
Sculpture. They build a lot of
is
things.
one of the best I've seen. The entire animations and facial animations that they've done, if you see the film, you probably know what I'm talking about. They've done some amazing stuff there, and the whole Mars sequence is amazing.
All the puppets inside the body, all the mutant ideas.
Amazing. Everything looks real.
I want to tell you something. You remember the scene that a woman opens the shirt and you have 3 boobs?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. In this version, you understand
Why she has three
why she
boobs
has three
and
boobs,
why people
and
look
you
differently.
saw a lot of mutant people.
Yeah, but that's because he went to Mars,
Yeah,
and people in Mars who didn't have enough oxygen, like the poor
Because
people in Mars.
Cohagen trade with oxygen and make people work for oxygen, because if he has the resistance, and if you want to punish the resistance, he lower the amount of oxygen, and people born with mutant.
And they're not fully human. They have some. So
you
there's
understand.
a reason
You understand
why
why.
either people look like that.
In this
or-
movie, also
She-
you have the same
But-
thing.
but they took it out
go-
of context.
Wait.
But listen to. Okay, you know what? Start and then I'll say my.
He's going to a low I don't know, downtown bar to recall.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Yeah.
They changed the timeline of things that
Not
happened.
only that, suddenly a woman opened the shirt and he have the same result, but how she get it?
Like
Why she
why
get
does she? It's just like it's there for like that's funny.
Yeah, for maybe
like-
a millisecond.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
doesn't relate
It doesn't
anything.
add to the story, and it's just there. And you said, wait, is she a mutant? Are there mutants? Because there's
They don't speak about mutants.
no. They took a lot of the interesting stuff from the first one, and they said,
They-
you know what? Let's make.
You
something.
know, they can connect it because most of Earth was polluted. So if they connect the mutant to the pollution, to the forbidden area,
Yeah, because only Australia
Yeah.
and Britain are the ones that
if the
survive.
people come from the pollution area, you connect it to the woman with the trees. So she have
Yeah, but they
a
didn't
mutant
say
body.
anything. So
They didn't say it's a miss.
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I like the John Chu character in this film, in the new one, because I like him as Spike Spiegel. So
Yeah, but it's a small-
But it's
it's a
such a small role, and
And he died
and
immediately.
he's a really good actor, but the character itself is way worse than the character that was in the first Total Recall. Because if you remember in the first Total Recall, it was a guy, and it was just like an American business. You know,
Yeah.
there's a special deluxe version. You
Yeah.
pay 200 extra, and you're
You
a
get-
special agent.
You want a full memory. You want a full color.
You want women that look just like your dream. Add
choose your
nine-
woman, choose this. And
add 199 credits, and it will be the full experience. The special
it's,
deluxe,
It's exactly like the American economy builds.
and it adds to the story. It makes it feel real.
You pay, you get. You pay more, you get more.
Exactly, and they missed a lot of opportunities, as I said, with the remake, because it had potential. I'm not gonna start about the cast. You have Colin Farrell, who is a great actor, but in this
It
role,
doesn't have the charisma of
he's really
Sorry.
he's quite wooden in this
Schwarzenegger
film.
is not a big actor.
No, he's a huge actor. He's not an actor. He doesn't
Yes.
act amazingly, but his charisma on screen.
He's laughing about himself a bit, and it's, I don't know, you get connected with him.
Yeah, you just love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
So what do we think about this two versions?
Well, I think the first one is a way superior version. As I've said, I don't want to talk
First of
about.
all, Paul Verhoeven is a genius,
Yeah, he's well, you know.
and this
oh,
version is beautifully made.
His vision
Yes.
is so unique.
You see one story, two interpretation. One I think is
One
Bullseye.
is by a visionary
It's-
director, and one is by a, I don't want to say it, but kind of a greedy way to try and make a remake just for the sake of a remake and make money off it. They didn't want to add anything. Yes, the city in the new one looks interesting, but if you think about it,
visual effects doesn't buy you a good
no,
movie.
and if you think about, yes, there are sequences in this story in the first one, no, in the remake, when Kate Beckinsale, his wife, is running after him, and yes, the city is visually interesting and quite stunning, but there's a huge problem with it, and I think the problem, as you said, when like the second shot of the city, as you said, it quite reminds me of Blade Runner, and I said it's a combination of it's a combination of Blade Runner and Inception, because you have like the city from up, and you have like two cities.
Yeah, but not in the good way.
No, it takes the cool stuff from those films and
If
kind of
you build with all the special effects, beautiful visionary movie, but the movie itself, the story itself doesn't hold, it won't help you.
no, and I think you had a potential with this film, because if you think about it, the cast in the new film,
Yeah, also a lot of stuff.
you have Bryan Cranston, who was in the middle of Breaking Bad, so he wasn't as huge as he was in the
wasn't
end.
huge.
But 2012. Yeah, it was pretty big with Breaking Bad. It was like the 4th or 5th season of Breaking
you
Bad,
have-
so it was pretty big.
Ethan Hawke.
No, we'll talk about him in a second.
Okay.
You have Bill Nye, who I loved in Pirates of the Caribbean, played
Yeah.
Davy Jones, and he adds.
But it's
And you know, it's the same director from Underworld.
Yeah.
So we took Kate Beckinsale
yeah.
and Bill Nye, and I do love Underworld. I think the first one is brilliant, and the other ones are action sequels, but they are interesting. Well, I'm not going to talk about the fifth one, who was, I think the fifth or the fourth one, who was, quite bad. But the first Underworld and the second one, The Rise of the Lyrkans, it doesn't really matter, were good. So the director has a vision.
He
but
has
this-
all the tools and all the.
and he had the actors for
Yeah,
it,
he had
and he
everything.
had the basic story. I think the worst part
They
of this
want
film.
they want to make something that people cannot compare. You say Total Recall, but it's a different experience, and this experience
I think the
doesn't
biggest problem-
doesn't go well, and the interpretation for them for the story, I think it's bad.
The biggest problem for the remake, I think, it had the same story. The script was worse, but they took all of the unique stuff from the first one.
All the things
All the
yes.
things that made the first one
very very good.
very good. The first one is rated R, so it has like some gory stuff and a lot of blood. So it's
Yeah.
it was quite refreshing because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
It was refreshing to see it. But as you said, Ethan Hawke is in this film, and I don't want to say it because it will be mean, but I think it's one of the stupidest things in Hollywood that I've ever seen. He's in this movie, and I'm not joking, for like 2 minutes. and he's not even on screen. He's like, it's like a hologram of him.
Yeah, it's
Why
slow.
do you bring?
Basically, it's the real face of Hauser.
But why do you bring such a big actor for such a small and
It's like in
the first one?
In the old one, the agent that helped Schwarzenegger, okay, was something anonymous. But it's good for him to be anonymous because he's undercover agent that want to help a friend, and this is good. Here, there is someone very familiar to help someone who's also very familiar. It's too much. It's too
Yeah,
much.
and they.
You said, wait a minute, maybe I want to see Ethan Hawke continue the movie.
Yeah, because
it's very
he was the
interesting.
most interesting part, but
He can do maybe the verbal act very, very good, better than Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, it's very.
no, but he has good roles. You can't take it from him. Colin Farrell is a really good actor, but not in this film. But I don't think it's his
So
problem.
let's
as well.
summon this.
Well, for me, I think it was.
We have a winner here.
No, that's definitely. But for me, it's gotta be the remake. It's one of the best.
What? Never. This one, my friends, this is the best movie. It's fun. It's mind blowing.
It's
something
you know,
you should watch.
It's
If
a
you like science
Schwarzenegger
fiction,
film,
yeah.
and Schwarzenegger films are good. The first Predator is the best Predator,
This one is a bad call, so
and I
don't like it.
dumbass. Well, what I do want to say is, my dad when he bought the film yesterday and he read from the back, and someone said, I'm not gonna say his name, but if you have the Blu-ray, you will see.
Yeah.
Better than the original,
Never.
and exclamation sign. Who in the world thinks
This
this version
is better.
better than this version?
I think someone
think
who wrote
someone-
this one didn't see this one.
I think someone paid.
Yeah.
Someone paid him to say it, and they just put it in the. As you can see, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you guys, and I'm not gonna show you the name but as you can see, better than the original. And I have no idea why would anyone say it. Why anyone in his right mind would even consider this remake a better version than the new one.
Look what they write here.
Well, well.
You think if
You know what? I will show you again. It says smart, sexy, and action-packed.
wait a second. If I love science fiction, you think sexy and action packed? There's something that I want to see in this kind of movies.
Well, I want to see
This
smart.
kind of action
Wait. I want to see smart.
Smart, it's very good.
Yeah,
Sexy
but it isn't
is boring.
smart. This film isn't smart.
I don't want to see
Well,
sexy.
you know what? You have the girl with the three, so maybe sexy.
Maybe.
And you have Colin Farrell and
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale and
Action
and
packed.
action packed. It has
It's a lot of action.
A lot of action.
But
Bad
it's-
action, but it has a lot of action.
A lot of it.
So, well, you know what? This, this line over here is quite correct about this film. without the smart.
We watched the extended cut.
Yeah, we watched the extended.
It's very long and very boring.
I have no
We
idea.
can-
I have no idea what he added.
We can use the theatrical and figure out. So
Well,
leave it outside.
clear winner.
Yeah, clear winner.
But if you want to have a good time and laugh about a film, you should definitely watch the remake.
Yeah.
I don't want. I don't want to say bad things or shit on the director and the whole
No.
crew behind the remake, but you know what?
They understand. Believe me.
I've done this. You don't want this.
You don't want this.
Paul, there's a,
From the first minute, you can watch it and you can never leave.
no. You have to.
And
watch
this
it.
is a great movie, and you enjoy it.
There's no one like Arnold. Please
No.
make another movie. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. It was a pleasure doing this video. I think it was one of the most fun videos that I've ever made, and I really like this topic. Let us know if you want more movies like this, movies and the remakes, because there is a robot.
They're not
as well.
so much new, but they.
There are a lot of remakes out there, and if you want us to do these kind of videos, we would love to, because we do love original films, and remakes often be, I don't want to say it, Ben-Hur. But that's a different topic. Do let us know if you want to see a Ben-Hur video.
It's a very long movie.
But at least it's good. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.